This was the perfect episode. Episode 4 of Solo Camp right here. It's called Solo Camping for Two. This was the perfect episode to see the contrast between men and women. So here we have, Shizuka's friends versus Gin's friends. Like you're just gonna see there's just a huge gap in between the contrast of how they treat Gen. They're saying, oh, Gen's a little strange, Gen's a little odd. In general, they're just dogging on Gen and Shizuka's relationship. Like honestly, it's like low key, but high key just they're just trying to keep her single. And honestly, I feel like and it's so obvious that they're jealous of this. Extremely jealous. Like, oh, why are you always going out with Gen? We want you all to ourselves. And so they're over here just dogging on Shizuka, and then they're dogging on Solo Camping. So they're pretty much just dogging on Solo Camping, dogging on Gin, dogging on Shizuka, and dogging on her reasons to Solo Camp. And they do not see. They're not putting two to two together. You know what I'm saying? She went solo camping. Shizuka right here. A 20-year-old junior college student with little experience about camping alone. She threatens Gin with a false. Oh shit! False grape accusation to be her mentor. In order to develop her solo camping skills by camping together until she's able to manage on her own. Bro, I did not know about that. Bro, that's insane. Bro, oh my god. I didn't see that. Well, anyways, it's insane how they met and how she threatened him. But hey, it worked out, right? That's insane. But yeah, as you guys can see here, they're not putting two to two together. At first, she went solo camping, just to mess around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Fuck around and find out. She went, without really thinking about it, and she just failed. She just failed terribly. Maybe it was just like a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? It was just a leap of faith that she took just to go solo camping and just to see how it is. You know what I'm saying? And so she goes solo camping and meets Gin. She meets Gin. Look at me. I'm flying. So she meets Gin, and eventually they build a relationship. So they're not putting two together. Yeah, she went solo camping for the purpose of just solo camping. Just fuck around and find out. But then, she's now going for Gin. Can't they just put two to two together? Can't they just be like, hey, she used to go just to solo camp. She used to go just to, she's just doing random shit. I don't know. She was fucking bored maybe. And she got interested in solo camp. Now she's doing it because she's interested in Gin, and now her friends are dogging on her, and they're trying to keep her single. And yeah, everything that's happened was a little bit weird. You know what I'm saying? Like the accusations, threatening him, and meeting Gin. She kind of forced herself on Gin, but that's how she actually has feelings for him, or she wouldn't have forced herself on him. As a guy, that's exactly what we are looking for. In my opinion, a girl who would just chase you. The guy's not really chasing. If anything, he was pushing her away, and she's still coming back again and again and again just to have fun with him. And she's just enjoying her experience with Gin, and she's having a lot of first time experiences, which is a W, a fucking W. You know what I'm saying? Like a huge W for him, for her, and Shizuka and Gin. So yeah, these bro, this is why girls as friends are just terrible to each other. Like, holy, they just dog on each other, are jealous of one another. It's just terrible. Like, even in anime, we can't escape this I don't know what to call it. The stereotype. Maybe a stereotype. Do we call it a stereotype? So here's that. So you guys saw how the gals talk. Now we're gonna see how friends interact with one another. Here we're gonna see now Gin's friends. So he's here talking about cookers. Okay, so here's his friend. Don't feel like you have to spend time with him. He's making fun. He's poking fun. But in the beginning, he says right here. He calls Shizuka Gin's girlfriend. So right from the back, he's like, hey, how can you go behind my back and spend time with a gal. He's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, damn, she's 20. Like, what a catch. You know, she's like 20 years old. You know, good job. We've known each other since high school. He's introduced himself. And then they're like, we're not like that. He's like, oh, are you guys date? Are you guys that? Is that your girlfriend? You invite her, but not me. But, you know, he's poking fun. But then after, you know, I thought he had ulterior motives. But then after this interaction, you know, they have, you know, Shizuka and Gina have a great interaction about the cookers, which is fun to learn about. Really fun to learn about. And so towards the end, you can see here his friend, I don't know what his name is again. Akihito. Yeah, Akihito walks away. And then boom, in the morning, he says good morning to Shizuka. Shizuka's she's right here. And then as they talk, he asks for her details. But then he says, let me know if you run into any trouble with Gin. You know, he says, oh, I wouldn't ever steal my friend's girlfriend. She's like, what, girlfriend? I know you don't trust me since we just met yesterday. And then she's like, what? I'm not his girlfriend. I told you we're not like that yet. But then she's like, not like that yet. Big fucking cute. Let me know if you run into trouble with Gin, because he can be a little tough to deal with. You know, he's just actually trying to help Shizuka get closer to me. And he says, yeah, he's such a nice guy. You better not be filling your head with nonsense again. You know, it's like, it was just such a great moment right here. Just seeing, you know, Akihito's friend, you know, Gin's friend, Akihiko, just pushing them together, pushing them closer together. So this was just such a fantastic episode, guys. Oh, look at me. I'm high Q. I need a better camera, guys, but whatever, you're gonna have to deal with this. But yeah, guys, this anime was the perfect example. The best, I think this was one of the best episodes in Solo Camping. This was episode 4. Don't forget, guys, this was episode 4 of, oh shit, let me, how do I minimize this? There you go. This is episode 4 of Solo Camping for 2.